Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland for the call.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky. They go play action here on first down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Trubisky. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Hey, two.
To throw on second down. Dwyer. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. We're scoreless after one.
90, Wolf. Look at me. Go.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 61, Matchbox Lights. SOS. Slam. Bravo. Ready.
On 4th down, Dwyer. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 6 yards away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Chubb on the counter. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Hey, lock it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dwyer. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
64. Watch out. 5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Andy Isabella, as the first half is winding down, and the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the screen. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. You. Check 3.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hit. Trout. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's caught by Herndon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back into this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Off play action. Dwyer, he'll buy some time right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Looking to throw. Dwyer, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Andy Isabella. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Off the draw, here's Michel. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Myles Garrett. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Samson Ebukam. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14. The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Dwyer. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Trubisky to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears long.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing to start the drive. Dwyer. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Looking to throw. Dwyer. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Andy Isabella saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now Trubisky.
When you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Throwing to start the drive. Dwyer. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Dwyer. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And they